Hello, this is Patrick at OneCNC West, and it's great to have you here taking a look at another one of our problem solvers video. Now in this video, we're going to take a look at how OneCNC XR7 addresses the problem of static tool change CNC code. What do I mean by this? Well, let's say that at the very beginning when you're using a tool, you'd like to output a program stop. And then maybe on the next tool, you'd like to output an optional stop. Well, I want to demonstrate how OneCNC XR7 makes this very easy to do. Now, if you like these videos and these videos help out, please click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. All right, let's get started. What we're going to do is we're going to head over here to the NC Manager, and it's always good to start with a part file that has some machining operations. I'm going to right-hand mouse click, quickly come down here and select Edit Operation, and you'll notice that within the first dialog box, there's 4 custom variables we can use: Variable 1, Variable 2, 3, and 4. So now let me demonstrate how you can set up the options for each one of these variables. Simply left click and then click on Edit. Alright, so here are the 4 different options available for this first variable. I'm going to just edit the name or the title of these options. Let's just double click. I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to type in program stop. So all I'm doing is I'm just altering the name of the option. Let's do the same here. I'm going to double click on Custom 2. Let's type in optional stop. There we go, optional stop. That looks good. So I'm going to click OK. So all we did is we just changed the name of those options, program and optional stop. All right, that looks great. Now I'm going to go ahead and just click next all the way through here. That looks good. All right, so what we have to do now is we have to configure the post processor to work with those new options. Sounds complicated? It's not. It's very simple. Let me demonstrate. What you want to do is come over here to the toolpath group and just double click on that. And you want to make sure you're using the proper post processor. I'm using the Haas post processor. Click on Setup, and then what you want to do is click on the posting format. Now, posting format controls how the CNC code is going to look. And in fact, the very first format that's already selected for us is tool format. We don't need to change that. That's exactly what we want to work on. Simply put, everything in start of the Start Lines box is the CNC code that's going to be output for every tool change. Everything in the Inlines box is the CNC code that's going to be output at the very end of using a tool. All right, so what we want to do is we want to insert a new variable at the very beginning of our tool change CNC code. So here's what I did. I just put my I-beam cursor right here, and then I just hit the enter key on the keyboard and the up arrow, and I have my flashing cursor right there. We want to put a variable in there. So let's come over here to the right side of the dialog box, and here are our custom variables. Custom variable 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're working with custom variable 1, and it doesn't matter which one of these you select. You can select either one of them. Just make sure it's the custom variable 1 and click insert. And there you go. We've now inserted that variable. That's going to be output at the beginning of the tool changes. Now what we need to do is set up the options. Remember, we have 2 options. Option 1 is program stop. Option 2 is optional stop. So for option 1, just left click that. And what we want to do is we want to output an M0 for that. That's going to be the program stop. Now we're going to click on option 2. What do we want to output? Well, we want to output an M1. That's it. There's nothing else you need to do. Just click on OK and then click OK. That's going to work. Now let's put this into action here. I'm going to right-hand mouse click and select Edit Operation. And for our very first tool change, why don't we output how about a program stop? Okay, let's click next and push all the way through here. For our next machining operation, let's edit that. And for this one, why don't we output an optional stop for that one? So we'll go with optional stop. That looks good. Click next on that. And then for the very last one, I'm going to right-hand mouse click, edit operation. I'm going to say output none. I don't want OneCNC to output a program or an optional stop, so I'm going to leave none in there. All right, so now let's generate the CNC code. I'm going to right-hand mouse click and select Post Group. All right, now make sure you're using the proper post processor. I have Haas selected. Click on Post. I'm just going to use the same name I've used before. We'll click Save and overwrite that. All right, now here's the CNC code. So at the very beginning of the first tool change, there's the M0. That is our program stop. At the very beginning of our second tool change, we're outputting an M1. That's our optional stop. And at the very beginning of the third tool change, we're not outputting a program or an optional stop. All right, that's it for this video. If you liked this video and if this video helped out, please click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.